This is the future.
So the search is finally over, and I think I now have the best companion. Take note that this is subjective though, as we might differ on how we play Warframe, but let me give you all the details what I think this is the best companion setup after the recent companion rework. First of all, the companion I'm talking about is dagath. I have this companion specifically for one purpose, and that is because of his arc coil precept. Arc coil is a mod that allows dagath to zap multiple enemies within range, with a chance to stun. It has 10 meters range and does 100 electricity damage. We don't use this for killing enemies though, and also, it's not just intended for inflicting status procs into enemies. Dagath with its arc coil has a lot of benefits with almost all Warframe, and I can best explain it while talking about my mod setup. First of all, I only have enhanced vitality and primed regen for survivability on this sentinel. Remember that companions rigged now are immortal and you can have them available for the whole duration of a mission. The down mechanic though is still present, but we can manage to lower that scenario with the right mod setup in our sentinel weapon. But for now, let me explain the other mods in my dagath. Primed Animal Instinct and Vacuum are obvious choices, so let's focus on the bond mods here. First of all, Duplex Bond is really great with this setup, since once you consume 100 energy per Warframe ability cast, you will receive a dagath clone that shoots whatever weapon projectile you have in your sentinel. Now, there are a couple of options here, but I find the Sweeper Prime and the Hellstrom the most suited weapons for the dagath. Sweeper Prime is actually a shotgun sentinel weapon, and I was so dumb calling it a melee on one of my build video. Your dagath will shoot arc coil that hits 7 enemies, and then your clone can shoot Sweeper Prime, allowing you to proc more status. The good thing about this sentinel weapon is that it has addition physical damage, which can give more status procs and strengthen the damage potential of your condition overload melee, or condition overload setup. However, I find Hellstrom more efficient to use, as it has this small AoE that spreads status quick to multiple enemies that are close to each other. Hence, I prefer Hellstrom over the Sweeper Prime for this case, even if it only has lesser status procs compared to the Sweeper Prime. With the Duplex Bond mod, you can have a decent primer setup without needing a secondary or any weapons for priming enemies. Moving on, the arc coil does allow synth deconstruct to be very effective. The synth deconstruct, by the way, only procs with your original companion and not with your clones after further tests I have conducted. But this doesn't matter though, because with arc coil, you can hit 7 enemies that will now have a chance to drop a health orb once you kill them. This is very good with the equilibrium setup, and somehow, this will give you the energy economy you need without using Arcane Energize. Speaking of energy economy, the Manifold Bond and Mystic Bond will further increase your energy efficiency. Since we are spreading a lot of status with this dagath setup, Manifold Bond will proc most of the time, lowering the cooldown of arc coil. So basically, if you are killing enemies with multiple status inflicted, then arc coil will be active quite often in the mission. In line with this, Mystic Bond will also be available most of the time, since you can easily get the 5 ability cast requirement from arc coil, giving your Warframe that ability to cast abilities without using energy constantly within the mission. And then, Momentous Bond will aid in giving your companion a buff wherein it can proc another random element, which is really insane, and with all the elements present in the enemies, will them hard with galvanized status or condition overload. So far, I think this is the best sentinel right now after the Abyss of Dagath rework, and I think you should really try it for your different Warframe combos. This allows you to deal more damage through priming enemies, give you energy economy, and as well as crowd control if you have elements such as cold, radiation, or even heat in your sentinel weapon. Just by using this sentinel setup alone, you will fix the one problem most Warframe players are dealing in the game, and that is spending too much platinum for Arcane Energize. Go try it now, and I hope this will help you have more fun in Warframe. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.